does not want LeBron.
The Lakers need to trade LeBron and AD right now. Right now. It's the best opportunity. It's the most that they're going to get for them. They need to trade them right now. Don't fall into the LeBron. What is it? It's the LeBron effect. Don't fall for it. You always hold him, and then he goes, all right, I'm done. And you're left with nothing. You're left holding your sack. So don't do it. Trade him.
You are the one who told me last season. I vividly remember this.
I'm saying it again this season.
You told me last season when Anthony Davis had them rolling. I think he was like 38 and 10.
Yeah,
he was like,
move him.
He was like, move him right now. Move him right now. Get what you can get for him right now.
Yeah,
100%.
Here we are. I don't think Anthony Davis's value, as good as he is, because I still think he's an elite player, top 10 player. I don't think his value is what it was last year during that time.
That's why they should have traded him then, but do it now. Let me ask you this. Listen, I'm a Laker. You know how I am with my Lakers.
You bleed Laker purple. You do. You bleed it.
And I can tell you right now, this is not a team that's winning an NBA championship. And that's what we play for in LA, is championships. So if we know, and you know my business philosophy, if you're going to fail fast. So let's go. Let's rebuild right now, because you can do it on the fly and you can do it quick, because there's still some good young players there. And we already blew up the really good young core that we had, right, to win a title, and then not make the playoffs, and then bring in a bunch of old guys. But again, the LeBron effect. And if we go down this path where we're going to trade away more young guys, bring in old guys, veterans, to make one more run that's going to be failed, and then LeBron's either going to move on or retire, because let's be honest, he's 137 years old. So he's going to move on.
He just turned 118 a couple of months ago.
Fair enough.
Okay. But he just turned 118.
You've said this. He can't be the best player on a championship team anymore.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore.
So move on. If your goal is to win championships, then you got to move on. And if that means he goes to another team and wins one, and you look like Bill Belichick just sitting there going, damn, Brady left and he won a chip, so be it. You have to take that chance, because if Mac Jones has panned out, I'm going to use a football reference. If Mac Jones had panned out and we were like, oh, he's the second coming, he looks like a genius. Okay, now he looks like a dummy and he's gone. We got to take that chance.
So,
what is the go ahead, Jack.
Go ahead, H. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, and as an organization, what do they have to lose at this point? But I also wanted to ask about the Darvin Ham situation. But you go first, Jay.
Well, what they have to lose is James. He's the moneymaker. He's the moniker. Tone, if you're moving off of James, you are essentially starting over. Don't get me wrong. When you lost Kobe Bryant, the Lakers were still relevant, but losing James is a big deal. A huge deal. Now, as far as rebuilding, are you prepared to start over? That's the $1 million question, Tone. Are you guys really prepared to go? Because I know what your philosophy is. Your idea is we compete for NBA championships. And as of right now, this team that's a game under 500, we made it to the Western Conference Championship last year, and we got swept. And Tone, you know how I feel. I don't care where you are about getting swept in the playoffs. When you get swept in the playoffs, you're not close. So if we are that unit again, and we're going backwards, and we're trying to compete for an NBA championship, what are we doing with this unit? Because the core of this unit with Anthony Davis, who we just signed an extension on, he's been in and out of the lineup. Not nearly as beat up as he was last year, but he's been in and out of the lineup, sure. With that being said, he's 30 years old. He's still got some good years left in him. We could still get some good years out of him. So we have two choices here. We could either move off of him and completely start over, which I don't think that anybody's really prepared for, because if you're going to do that, you should have did it last year and gotten to the Wemby sweepstakes, but you didn't do that. So if you're going to do that now, you have to be prepared to be bad, because nobody's coming to Los Angeles in terms of free agency.
Sure, they are.
Who, Tone? Who are you getting to come to Los Angeles?
Kawhi Leonard.
He's already in Los Angeles.
That's right. And the only reason he's not in a Lakers because of LeBron. So if LeBron's gone, he'll slide right over to the correct
an extension with the Clippers. He's not coming to the Lakers. That's not happening. So let's kill that logic right now.
Yeah, because Paul George didn't just sign an extension with OKC before he made his way to the Clippers.
Mm-hmm, that's true. But
that's the era we live in.
Yeah,
contracts mean nothing anymore. They mean nothing.
Mhm.
They
Wait,
mean
wait,
nothing. The fans and the rebuild, and we know that teams don't make their money off attendance. They make it
No,
off
they don't.
TV deals. So the Lakers are going to make their money. But even when the Lakers were bad, and I just pulled it up, they were still top 10, 11 in attendance every single year. Even when they were between Kobe and LeBron, they were garbage.
That
Um,
16 to 18 season is what you're talking about. Like when
and they placed 10, 11, 10 in attendance. So they're still top 10 in attendance when they're winning 21 games. So for me to say, hey, they got, make some moves and 2-3 year rebuild, a 2 year whatever. Yeah, do it. And have something in the shelf, because we keep seeing teams when Braun leaves. And again, this is not an indictment on Braun. This is not LeBron hate. It's we see when he leaves, there's nothing left in the cupboards. And then you got to make some food and you're like, I got no ingredients. So you know what? Get some damn ingredients.
Keep your executive hat on for a second, Tone.
Yeah.
What kind of what stones does it take to do that? To go, yo, we start.
Oh, you need some big cojones to say I'm moving AD and LeBron. That's a power move.
And this is gonna work. I just need you to trust me.
I think it's the only shot you have at this point. You're not going to get anything out of this.
Again, not LeBron hate, but what have we seen every single time? LeBron goes into a situation, they bring in 7 to 10 new players to build around him. They're very successful. They make it to the finals. They win a chip or two, right? He leaves, falls apart. There's nothing left. The new team he's in, same thing. Roster shakeups. We're moving coaches. We're firing coaches, even no matter if they're good or bad. Doesn't matter. It seems like at his discretion to bring in the right people. They make it to the NBA Finals. Don't get me wrong. They're very successful. The team's very successful, right? Miami, 4 years, 4 finals, 2 chips. Cleveland, 4 finals, 2 chips. The Lakers, by year 2 in the finals, win a chip. They're successful. Cleveland, number 1 seed, they make it to the they all have success. But every time so when he left Cleveland, there was nothing left. When he left Miami, it was nothing. Now, granted, some injuries to Dwayne Wade, and then Bosch with his blood clots sped that up, unfortunately for them. Cleveland, he leaves Cleveland, lottery team. So what do we know that's going to happen? At some point, it's not that far away. He's going to either leave or retire, and the Lakers are going to be left as what? A lottery team. Well, you know what? If I can make that 4 first-round picks for Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and a couple of young players, now's the time to do it. Now's the time to do it, because here's the options. Be a lottery team in 2 years, be a lottery team next year that has a bunch of picks and is a good team, and a playoff team in 3 years.
This is going to happen. So the logic is this is going to happen. This is inevitable.
It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of what team. They're going to be a lottery team. We know this. That's fact. We've seen it. You've said this before. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And again, not an indictment on him. He's doing what he should do, which is, I want the coach and the players that I feel I can make it to the NBA final. I've done it before. I know that it works. So he's doing what he should do as the player that one of the greatest players of all time that deserves it. So he's doing what he should do. As a team, you got to look at it and say, okay, has he taken us as far as we can go, right? He took us to a finals. We won. Is he taking us to another one? At this stage in his career, the answer is not with the team around him. No. So I'm either going to move him, or is there an AD trade that brings in another star player that's better next to him? I don't think so. So it's, well then, and is AD the guy I'm going to build around? No. So I have to. Now, is it right now in the middle of the season? No. Maybe I tweak the roster, let them make one more run. They probably fail, and I do it all in the offseason? Sure. But
Joy, wait,